Welcome children. Today we are going to learn about World War II in history, third lesson. The period of World War II is between 1939 to 1945. Introduction. The first half of the 20th century witnessed two wars which devastated the world. The World War I was fought from 1914 to 1918 and World War II began in 1939 and ended in 1945. These two wars are referred to as World Wars because of the extended areas of the conflicts and very high death toll of civilians as well as armed combatants. Both wars were fought on several fronts across Europe, Asia and Africa. The end of the World War II signaled a change in the world order and political configuration among the major powers. In addition, an era of large-scale social and economic change across the world was ushered in. The main causes of the conflict are related to the agreements made after the First World War. The policy of appeasement, which was directed by the United Kingdom and France after the First World War, and the expansion of Germany and Japan. The immediate and primary cause of the World War II was the aggressive military offensive undertaken by resurgent Germany and the fast developing Japan. The major causes of World War II: Treaty of Versailles, rise of fascism in Italy, Japanese expansion, economic depression, anti-communism, appeasement, militarism, nationalism and rise of Hitler. Germany and Treaty of Versailles 1919. The Treaty of Versailles ending World War I was signed in June 1919. Among the many clauses of the treaty, three in particular caused great resentment among the Germans. Germany was forced to give up territories to the west, north and east of the German border. Germany had to disarm and was allowed to retain only a very restricted armed force. As reparations for the West, Germany was expected to pay for the military and civilian cost of the war to the Allied nations. War reparations were calculated at $10 billion by Britain and $15 billion by the United States. Failure of the League of Nations. The League of Nations created at the end of the World War I and the Treaty of Versailles was supposed to provide world peace as all nations banded together to stop any aggressor nations. The League of Nations had failed when the nations like the United States and the Soviet Union had refused to join it in 1919. In the 1930s, Germany and Japan left the League. The League did nothing to stop Italy from invading Ethiopia, Germany from rebuilding its army, or Japan from invading Manchuria and China. The post-war crisis and Germany. The interwar period was a time of severe economic downturn in West Europe as well as the US. Britain was facing massive unemployment and its economy was nearly crippled by the general strike of 1926. The US was faced with the Great Depression after 1929. The problem which many countries faced in the post-World War I decades led to the rise of extreme right-wing dictators. In Italy, Mussolini, Germany, Hitler. Germany experiences both high unemployment and severe inflation after the war, and its currency became practically worthless. The rise of Adolf Hitler. Hitler served the army as a soldier during the First World War. After the war, he turned into a politician. He organized a group of men called National Socialists in 1919, which later came to be called the Nazi Party. Hitler built his support based on racial superiority of the Germans as a pure Aryan race and created a deep hatred of Jews. Hitler came to power in 1933 and ruled Germany till 1945. Italy's break with Britain and France in the wake of Mussolini's invasion of Ethiopia resulted in better relationship between Italy and Germany. Mussolini seized power and created the fascist political party. Mussolini established himself up as its dictator. Rome-Berlin axis had come into being. Later, with Japan joining this alliance, it became Rome-Berlin-Tokyo axis. Germany refers Berlin, Italy refers to Rome, Japan refers to Tokyo. Hitler followed an aggressive foreign policy. He threatened to invade the old Czechoslovakia. He demanded Sudetenland from Czechoslovakia. Neville Chamberlain, the Prime Minister of Great Britain, came forward to mediate between the two nations. An agreement was signed at Munich in 1938. As per this agreement, Germany allowed to occupy Sudetenland with a condition that she would not annex any more Czech territory. Outbreak of the war. British had already begun to build up its military capabilities and all young men were recruited for military duty. The first years of the war were a time of spectacular success of German army, which occupied Denmark and Norway. The German army followed the tactic of lightning strike, blitzkrieg, to storm into various countries and overrun them. British Royal Navy continued to be the most powerful among the European naval forces. British depended on large-scale imports of food, raw materials and industrial goods by sea from its empire and the US. Germany developed a fleet of submarines which caused havoc, especially in the Atlantic Ocean area, by sinking a large number of civilian ships carrying supplies to Britain. Battle of Britain. The Battle of Britain took place in 1940. Hitler sent his air force Luftwaffe to drop bombs on Britain continuously and on a daily basis. His U-boats, submarines, robbed many ships stationed at London port. Britain suffered heavy losses on account of the Battle of Britain. Winston Churchill made counter-attacks by sending his Royal Air Force to bomb German cities. Hitler wanted to force Britain to accept his proposals for peace by a prolonged airborne bombing campaign. The German Air Force began to attack specific targets, especially the ports, airfields, and industrial installations. The Royal Air Force were able to inflict severe losses on the German bombers. The Germans dropped their plans to invade Britain because of the failure of the air battle. Lend-Lease 1941 to 1945. President Roosevelt realized that the United States had to change its policy of isolation but could not intervene directly in the war in Europe because it was not politically feasible. So, he started a program of Lend-Lease in March 1941. Arms, food, military equipment and other supplies were sent to Britain, disguised as a loan, which would be returned after use. This augmented the resources of Britain to a great extent between 1941 and 1945. The total aid under Lend-Lease augmented to $46.5 billion. Battle of Stalingrad. German attacked Stalingrad. Stalingrad was a large industrial city producing armaments in Russia. Capturing city would cut Soviet transport links with South Russia. In June, the operation began with significant victories to Germany. Russian people were ill-treated by Germans in the occupied areas. More than 15 million civilians and 10 million soldiers were killed. Russians, however, defended strongly. It stopped the Germans' advance into the Soviet Union and turned the tide of war in favor of allies. Russia considered it as a great patriotic war. The Battle of El Alamein. The German forces were occupying North Africa rapidly, leaving British only with Egypt. The Allied forces attacked Germany and Italian forces at El Alamein in North Africa. Germany was chased out of North Africa. Surrender of Italy 1943. Mussolini had been thrown out and the new government of Italy surrendered to the Allies in 1943. Mussolini was killed in April 1945 by Italian partisans. End of Hitler. The Allied forces under the command of General Eisenhower invaded Normandy in France. Slowly, the German army was forced back, but the Germans fought back and the war continued for nearly another year and finally ended in May 1945. Hitler committed suicide in April 1945. War in the Asia-Pacific region. Japan Emperor was having the same thought of Hitler. The Japanese army invaded Manchuria in China in 1931. In 1937, again Japan invaded the main cities of China like Beijing, Nanking, Canton and caused mass killing of civilians. China appealed to League of Nations, but none of the European countries supported China because At that time, Japan was considered as a modern nation with Western ideas. Pearl Harbor Incident. On December 1941, Japan attacked American naval installation in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii without warning. The idea was to cripple America's Pacific Fleet so that Japan would not face any opposition in its offensive against Southeast Asian countries. Many battleships and numerous fighter planes were destroyed. Most importantly, it brought the United States with its enormous resources into the war as a part of the Allies. Japanese aggression in Southeast Asia. Japan Empire succeeded in their plan to conquer Southeast Asia. The Allies were not able to control the Japanese army. The Japanese army caused huge atrocities in Burma, Malaya, Singapore, Philippines, which also had enough Indian and Chinese population. Battle of Midway. The US Navy defeated the Japanese Navy in the Battle of Midway, which turned the tide in favor of the Allies. The American forces were able to retake the Philippines. Gradually, Japanese were thrown out of most of their conquered territories. Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The Japanese generals refused to surrender, and finally the US dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima. As the Japanese still refused to surrender, another atom bomb was dropped on Nagasaki. Japan ultimately announced surrender on 15th August 1945 and formally signed 2nd September 1945, bringing an end to World War II. Effects of the World War II. World War II changed the world in fundamental ways. The war weakened Britain and France. Russia and America became the new superpowers of the world. They entered into race to have more nuclear power weapons. Many Asian and African countries became independent. India, Burma, Malaya, Ceylon and Indonesia are few of them. The UNO came into being to maintain international peace and harmony. United Nations Organization. The Second World War caused destruction of life and property on a large scale. Economy of several nations was on the brink of disaster. In order to fulfill the political, economical and social aspirations of the nations of the world leaders decided to work out a charter. They met at San Francisco in June 1945 and signed the Charter of United Nations Organization UNO. The main aim of the organization was to maintain international peace and security. The organization was also aimed at development of friendly relations among the nations and to meet socio-economic and humanitarian needs. Thus, the UNO officially came into existence on October 24, 1945. The UNO has been able to solve many international disputes. One of the greatest achievements of the UNO is that it is successful in preventing the occurrence of a possible Third World War. Structure of UNO. The General Assembly. The General Assembly is the deliberative body. It has the right to discuss and make recommendations on all matters within the scope of the UN Charter. The Security Council. The Security Council has the responsibility of maintaining international peace and security. The Economic and Social Council. The Economic and Social Council coordinates the economic and social work of UNO and the specialized agencies. The Trusteeship Council. The Trusteeship Council governs certain territories placed under the trusteeship of the UNO. International Court of Justice. The International Court of Justice settles the legal disputes among the member countries of the UNO. The Secretariat. The Secretariat looks after the administrative functions of the UNO and implements the programs and policies laid down by other organs of the UNO. Other important organs of United Nations: Food and Agricultural Organization FAO, International Labour Organization ILO, International Monetary Fund IMF, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization UNESCO, United Nations Children's Fund UNICEF, World Bank WB, World Health Organization WHO. Aims of United Nations. Over the decades, the United Nations has expanded its activities in response to the changing problems facing the world. Human rights, the problem of refugee, climate change, gender equality are all now within the ambit of the activities of the United Nations. Special mention must be made of the UN peacekeeping force, which has acted in many areas of the conflict all over the world. The Indian Army has been an important part of the peacekeeping force and has been deployed in many parts of the world. Students, I have completed this lesson. Revise the lesson para by para. Each para is valuable for one word and short answers and for detail. Observe clearly. Now I give some important short and detail for board point of view. Mention the important clauses of the Treaty of Versailles relating to Germany. Who are the three prominent dictators of the post-World War I? Describe the Pearl Harbor incident. Detailed point of view, analyze the effects of the World War II, assess the structure and activities of the UN. Thank you.